Welcome everyone, I'm Ricky from Tech Talk, and our video and the experience of how you watch my channel is going to improve and change over time thanks to a brand new camera. I need a camera when I go traveling to different events and when I go to keynotes and I go to meetings and I get to take photos of a device or a product. I want to look a little bit more professional now as the channel has grown, so I've decided to move into a camera body and using a camera instead of using a smartphone all the time. It's great to use a smartphone as it is really quick to just take out, can record video, can take photographs, everything really quickly, but this is just going to make it look a little bit more professional. I was advised and I spoke to a lot of people and they suggested this was a good first stepping stone from moving away from smartphones to using cameras. We've gone for the Canon EOS M50. This is their M range and this is a mirrorless camera, so I'm looking forward to seeing how well that works. Also, this has the ability to record 4K if I so want to. So it comes with a kit lens which is EF M15 to 45mm, so it's an IS STM kit lens, so it's not the best, but at least you get a kit lens to start off with. I don't have to go and buy one straight away. So just turning to the front here, a couple of things to highlight just before we get it unboxed is you can see the camera body itself and the lens. 24.1 megapixels and that's CMOS. You've got dual pixel CMOS autofocus and APS-C, 4K video recording, a very angled LCD so you can tilt and move it depending where you need to see yourself or see the subject you're recording or taking a photograph of. Wi-Fi, NFC and Bluetooth for connectability. So that's really cool, the features there. Not too much else around the actual box itself, so let's delve in. So like I said, moving to a camera setup for me is going to be completely new. And once it's unboxed, I am literally going to take a long time to get used to this and using it. And one of the good things that can help me here is your warranty information. But the other good thing that is really going to help me here and is rather large is a book. But I will be mainly looking at YouTube. There's loads of great YouTubers out there that I know that use these cameras and they can give me a more detailed understanding of how to use this camera and how to set it up professionally. Like I said, I'm going to take my time and enjoy moving into a camera setup instead of using a smartphone all the time. So inside here we've got thanks for choosing Canon, get started straight away at, and then obviously their website, and you have a QR code to go to for that one. Then you get a range of bits inside, so let's have a look. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out of the box is the actual neck strap here that you put around your camera to make it more secure. Has branding from Canon as well. Nice feel to it, very professional looking, and it's going to be really nice to have on the camera itself. Next up is a UK 3-pin plug to a figure of 8 connection. This will be used alongside your battery charger to charge up your battery. Talking of battery, here is your battery here. I will be getting some replacement ones of these to take with me in my kit bag. And as I mentioned, you use the UK 3-pin plug here with your battery charger to recharge up your battery with use over time. Apparently it will take a nice amount of photos and videos before needing recharge, which is really helpful. I think that's everything except for the camera and the lens. So what I'm going to do is get the camera, and then the lens is inside here. So quite a small lens, but like I said, it is a kit lens, but I will be buying different lenses to try. So you can use the full range of lenses, you just need an adapter. But otherwise, Canon do have their own range of lenses for this model because it is slightly smaller than what you're going to find on a full DSLR model. So let's set this all aside and let's delve in a little bit more. First of all, starting with your lens here. So here is your lens. Like I said, a very much standard kit lens that you're going to receive here. So 15 to 45mm. You twist the dial here. I think you've got to pull this lock off first of all. So you've got a lock down here, but then you can twist and change depending on what angle or actual distance you want to shoot at. And again, if you pull and hold that, you can then put it all the way in and then it's safely there. Try and keep these on as much as possible to keep the dust away from your camera and obviously the lenses and especially the sensor. So when I was looking for a camera, there was a couple of things that I was actually looking for. One was the ability to add a monitor, so making it easier for me to actually use. So I can either use a smartphone or buy a dedicated monitor. And also was a microphone as well. I wanted to add in my own microphone. So you do have a little hatch here that has them options. So you've got your micro USB and mini HDMI there. And coming around to the other side, this is where you've got your mic input here as well if you want to add a mic input. So there is your option of a mic. So I've got a lav mic at the moment, so I could use that, or otherwise I could get a separate mic to put on side here, the hot shoe, and then I could put a separate microphone on there, just making the audio sound a little bit better. Or like I said, I could have a monitor on there as well, just so I could see what I'm recording. The body feels nice as well, nice grip to it. The actual buttons look quite nice and big. Like I said, I'm going to take loads of time to understand this. I can't just jump in and use it straight away. Then we need our battery here. So it recommends that you charge the battery first before put it into the camera for usage, which I will do. I just want to put it into the camera body here to start off with and just show you what it's like before we actually then go and charge it fully, start to go and understand our brand new camera. So I'm just taking off the protection cap here. Located at the bottom, you're going to find the door. Inside here, this is where your SD card is going to go alongside your battery. So I am going to go and buy the SD card that is recommended for this device. So push across, that will lock in. Also, you have a 1/4-inch screw here, so you can put it into a tripod if you so want to. So now the battery's in, feels a little bit more heavier. So we're going to open up here. This is our very angled sort of screen here. You can turn this around and then actually use it like this, or you can change and adjust it depending on your choice. So you've got a slider for on and off. So then it's going to ask you to go through the setup of the camera itself. So the first one is the actual date and the time. So as it is touchscreen, you can go through and actually touch each individual one depending on your choice. I'm just actually using the keypad here. So I just clicked OK there, and that's now complete. It says here to apply effects, press the Creative Assist button. So it's giving you a little bit of help here and a guidance as well to actually go through and explain different things as well. And obviously you have that dial at the top that you can twist and change, and there's so much that you can do with this camera from what I've been told. I'm just really looking forward to actually using it. So now that's on, let's put on our actual lens itself. So first of all, remove the lens cap here. Make sure you turn your camera off. Then you have your main cap here. So try and do this as quick as possible because you don't want any dust to get onto that sensor inside there. So place in, turn, and you'll hear it lock in. Now it's locked in, you can press this button here to release that if you so wish to. You then have your actual shutter lens here that you can then remove that if you so want to as well. So turning back on, obviously I'm going to remove the lens cap here, and there we go. It's starting to then begin to show me different things that I have on my desk. Obviously it's locked into place, but then I can change and adjust this, and then it's giving me more information as well as we're going along. Like I said, there's loads to learn here, so much to learn that I'm so looking forward to having something new to learn about. That is what's intriguing me and what I like about YouTube. I know nothing hardly at all about cameras, but give me 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, beginner, and then I'll start learning more and more and more. And hopefully when I see people at events, they'll give me some little tips as well that I can really enjoy my camera and start to produce better videos, and things will look more exciting, more engaging, and always growing on YouTube. As we've come into 15,000 subscribers now, it's really important that I keep my content as good as it is and always improving. You need to improve in life to get the best possibilities out of life. So I'm just going to put that camera lens cap back on there because I don't want to actually damage it. And then obviously if I then use the sort of locking mechanism here, I can then actually lock it back into place. Obviously you've got so many different options here that we can go through, change and adjust, that I will do. I'll be bringing you a dedicated video on this where we'll be spending a long time, especially when it comes to accessibility. As you know, with my vision impairment, it's not so easy to use a camera like this. So I need to find little tricks and tips to find my way around a body and see how well it is easy to use. So let's go through some of the specs and the features as I show you some photos and some more close-ups of the camera itself. So from Canon, they say it's capable, compact and connected. This versatile mirrorless camera features a 4K video, a very angled touchscreen, 24.1 megapixel CMOS sensor and a Digic 8 for making unforgettable memories with beautiful color and detail. Take exceptional photos and videos thanks to the EOS M50's DSLR size sensor, an incredible processing power that you can shoot stunning photos and cinematic 4K video straight out of the camera, even in the toughest lighting scenarios. A modern design, intuitive shooter equipped with a very angled touchscreen with touch and drag autofocus and large central electronic viewfinder with the EOS M50 M50's modern design is perfectly weighted in your hand to deliver a redefined, intuitive shooting experience. Connect and share quickly connect to smart devices and PCs for easy image sharing on social media or cloud backup with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and automatic image sync transfer. So I'm looking forward to using that as well. So transfer over to my Mac or transfer over to my iPad. I can edit a photo up very quickly and then I can deliver it to you and share it with everyone. So this is one of the more important ones to me. Create new memories with a cinematic 4K video, produce incredible high resolution video footage with a unique look and feel and 4 times the image quality of Full HD. So obviously I do use 4K when it comes to video recording on YouTube, and also I use 1080p just depending on video length. And obviously my MacBook Pro now is sort of having some issues with the rendering as it's getting quite old and maybe need to update, but as soon as I update I can then begin to use 4K again. My audience mainly watches in 1080p or 720p. I'm actually going on what my audience watches. Why shoot something in more resolution when 90% are watching it in a lower resolution? So some of the key highlighting details about this camera: it's a 24.1 megapixel APS-C sensor, which is the size of a CMOS sensor, so they've just changed it slightly. It has a Digic 8 powerful Digitech processing inside. It's a dual pixel CMOS autofocus with fast, accurate autofocus and precise tracking, so it can track different things depending on what you want it to do. So say my face was moving all the time, I could use that, or I could track a specific item. 4K video recording at 24 frames per second, 10 frames per second continuous shooting, has Wi-Fi, NFC, simply connect and then share or backup wirelessly as we said, and it also has Bluetooth that's always connected. So if you want a always connected option, you could use Bluetooth there. It has an OLED 2360 dots EVF, or that's your viewfinder, electronic viewfinder. So like handling with a large responsive electronic viewfinder, so it's really helpful if you want to use the viewfinder. Obviously being visually impaired, I'm going to be mainly using the actual screen here, the touchscreen LCD very angled sort of display, or I could use a secondary option has it as the Canon app, Connect app, and then I can use and control that through that if I so want to. So there are all the little features I found I wanted to discuss in this unboxing and first look video, but there is so much more to this camera, and as I said, as a pure newbie to cameras or a pure first level beginner, this is where I'm starting at. So come back in several months time or a year's time, I'm going to revisit this video and hopefully I can tell you everything about this camera. I can tell you everything about the new camera I'll be using as well. So obviously you need to step it up every single time. You need to change and adjust. Technology changes and improves so quickly now. It's really impressive to see. So thanks always for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give the video a like, and while you're there, if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the notification bell so that updated with all my latest videos. From me, Ricky, and the brand new Canon EOS M50, I hope you look forward to enjoying new videos from me, and from me, Ricky, I will see you really soon. Bye for now.